Student, today is the topic structure of Indian banking system. The present banking system in India was evolved to meet the financial needs of trade and industry and also to satisfy the institutions of the country. At the apex is the Reserve Bank of India, the central bank of the country. It is a banker's bank and lenders of the last resort. The RBI is followed by the State Bank of India. This was created in July 1955 by nationalizing the Imperial Bank of India. स्टूडेंट, इस स्टेट बैंकों को बैंकों का बैंक कहा जाता है। ये पहले इंपीरियल बैंक के नाम से जाना जाता था। 1955 यानी 1995 में इंपीरियल बैंक को रिप्लेस करके स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया इसका नाम रखा गया। और जो पहले इंपीरियल बैंक जिस काम को करता था तो 1934 में आरबीआई का एक्ट बना और प्रॉपर तरीके से 1935 से रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया सेटअप किया। स्टार्टिंग में स्टूडेंट 20 मेजर नेशनलाइज शेड्यूल बैंक्स थी एंड अदर जॉइंट स्टॉक बैंक्स that came into existence from the 1960. Onward, foreign exchange bank formed in India in the later half of 19th century. Cooperative banks, which had their first existence in 1904 in the grave of the Cooperative Credit Society. बैंक्स को टू ग्रुप्स में डिवाइडेड किया गया है। बैंक्स कैन बी डिवाइडेड इन टू ग्रुप्स। फर्स्ट शेड्यूल्ड बैंक्स और नंबर 2 है नॉन शेड्यूल्ड। स्टूडेंट, शेड्यूल्ड बैंक्स क्या हैं? देखिए, ए शेड्यूल्ड बैंक्स इज वन विच इज रजिस्टर्ड इन द सेकेंड शेड्यूल of the Reserve Bank of India. कुछ कंडीशंस फुलफिल की जाती हैं, जैसे कि बैंकर कंसर्न मस्ट बी इन बिजनेस ऑफ बैंकिंग इन इंडिया. It is either a company defined in Section 3 of the Indian Companies Act 1956. It must have paid up capital and reserves of an aggregate real or exchangeable value of not less than rupees 5 lakh. ये स्टूडेंट शेड्यूल्ड बैंक्स के बारे में चल रहा है. It must satisfy the Reserve Bank of India that its affairs are not conducted in a manner detrimental to the interests of its depositors. Scheduled banks came under the purview of the various credit control measures of the Reserve Bank of India. They are required to maintain a certain minimum balance for their accounts with the RBI and do certain things prescribed by law. The scheduled banks are entitled to borrowing and rediscounting facilities from the RBI. शेड्यूल्ड बैंक्स को 2 पार्ट्स में डिवाइडेड किया गया, शेड्यूल्ड कॉमर्शियल बैंक और शेड्यूल्ड कोऑपरेटिव बैंक्स. फर्स्टली शेड्यूल्ड कॉमर्शियल बैंक Since a modern banks performs a variety of functions, it is difficult to give an accurate definition of it. It is on account of this reason that different economists. Cooperative banks came into existence with the enactment of Cooperative Credit Societies Act of 1904, which provided for the formation of cooperative credit society. स्टूडेंट, शेड्यूल्स बैंक्स वे होते हैं जिनको रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट के सेकंड शेड्यूल में सम्मिलित किए जाते हैं। जैसे उस बैंक की पेड अप कैपिटल और रिजर्व मैं पहले ही बता चुका हूँ का कुल मूल्य 5 लाख रुपीस से कम नहीं होना चाहिए। उसी रिजर्व बैंक को इस बात से संतुष्ट करना चाहिए कि उसका कारोबार किसी ऐसे प्रकार से नहीं चलाया जा रहा है जो डिपॉजिटर्स के हितों के डिटरमिनेंटल हो। वह बैंक या तो राज्य सहकारी बैंक हो या कंपनी अधिनियम 1956 के अंतर्गत हो। सेकंड आता है स्टूडेंट नॉन शेड्यूल बैंक। नॉन शेड्यूल बैंक्स which are not included in the second schedule of RBI are known as non-scheduled banks. Student, non-scheduled banks are not entitled to all those facilities that are scheduled banks avail of from the Reserve Bank of India. Since the enactment of the Banking Regulation Act 1949, non-scheduled banks have also come under the ambit of RBI control. It has become obligatory on the part of these banks to carry a portion of their depositors. स्टूडेंट, नेक्स्ट टॉपिक आता है इसमें कॉमर्शियल बैंक। कॉमर्शियल बैंक्स आर दोज बैंक्स विच परफॉर्म्स all kind of banking function such as accepting deposits, advancing loans, credit creation and agency functions. They are also called joint stock banks because they are organized in the same manner as joint stock companies. स्टूडेंट, ये डेफिनेशन दी हुई है अकॉर्डिंग टू क्राउथर। ये बैंक कलेक्ट मनी फ्रॉम दोज who have it to spare or who are saving it out of their incomes, and it lends this money to those who require it. The commercial banks generally extend short-term loans to businessmen and traders since their deposits are for a short-term period only. They cannot lend money for a long period. Ordinarily, these banks extend loans for a period between these banks are not a position to grant long-term loans to industries because their deposits are only for a short period. स्टूडेंट, इसके बाद नेक्स्ट टॉपिक आता है फीचर्स of commercial bank. देखिए, banks are both manufacturers of money and purveyors of money, so banks play an important role in the economy. Their features can be set out under some following points. Number one, mobilization of saving. Economic development depends on the available saving and investment in the economy. By mobilization of deposits, bank collects saving from the public, which in turn are lent for investment. When they purvey credit to various sectors of the economy. नंबर 2 आता है स्टूडेंट, फैसिलिटेट कॉमर्स एंड ट्रेड. Finance is important for trade and commerce, and banks provide funds for facilitating these activities in the economy. Next आता है balanced regional development. In tune with the policy of government to have more balanced development of the economy, the banks do promote lending and investment in those regions or parts of the country which are less development, and thus banks promote social objectives. Number 4 is student, provision of finance to backward communities and neglected segment of society. They provide loans at concessional rates to scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and weaker section of the society. Next or last, development of agriculture and other priority sector in the economy. The banks give special treatment in their lending operation to some priority sectors in the economy, such as agriculture, small scale industries, retail trade, small borrowers, self-employed persons, etc., so as to facilitate their growth and provide productive employment in the economy. Thank you, student.